You said in passing there, you gave the example of someone who didn't build a lot of bone density growing up as a child. Can you explain that more in depth? What would be the reasons for why they wouldn't build enough bone density?
Okay, so there's a couple. So activity is a big thing, and it scares me with our kids today who
Mhm.
are, who many of them are just more sedentary or they're working on the computer and they're just not getting out because the way that bones builds and gets strong is through forces placed upon them. And what that is, in terms of jumping, forces through the bones against gravity. So being on the jungle gym, jumping and doing all those activities that we did, that kids do, and just playing is giving forces that say, hey, we need bone here. Because they've done studies showing, when people are on bed rest or they're not exercising, they lose bone. On bed rest, you can lose almost 1% of your bone per week. But for kids, there's a huge difference in activity levels. And they've shown, tennis players, their one arm has much higher bone density. Gymnasts have much higher bone density than other people. So we need that. We need those forces as we're growing really to develop normal bone. And that's what we want. So it's the one thing, the exercise and the activity. And unfortunately, there are kids who just don't do that. And then the second thing is the diet. You need the nutrients. We need calcium, we need magnesium, we need all the from the rainbow, we need those bone building nutrients as well as protein, good quality protein. And what blocks the absorption of many of those nutrients is sugar and the junk food. And so I think, depending on the diet, if you're not getting the nutrients, that's going to be you're just not having the building blocks for good healthy bones as you get older.
If you were going to say that there's one dominant factor in explaining the epidemic of bone density issues, what would you say is the single most important factor? Would it be nutrition, or would it be what you were just talking about, these forces acting on the bones?
I have to say it's both. I really can't say it's one versus the other because you can improve bone density through doing both. I mean, exercise, I see this all, as a physical therapist, I've been working with this for over 25 years. And there are people that don't change anything. I mean, I'd like them to change everything and just increase their exercise and they can improve their bone density. So I think, and you can certainly lose bone density if you're not exercising. So I have to say it's a combination. I think both can really be can be very negative and both can have effects. And the key thing is you have to get to the underlying cause. But if you have inflammation from some process going on, let's say, let's just say gluten or celiac, you have to deal with that because you can still be losing bone. And then, I mean, there's even other issues like parathyroid tumors that can happen that so you have to but one thing I would say, I'm sorry, I can't say one if there was just one to do because and the same thing even with stress. So I just like to do the combination of everything because you really need that for a good comprehensive program. You really need the mind, body, spirit, and the exercise, nutrition, as well as reducing stress.
Hey, this is Ari, and if you enjoyed this little clip, I highly recommend checking out the full length podcast by clicking the link down below this video in the description. Check it out. You're going to learn a ton more valuable information. Also, as always, I want to mention at the Energy Blueprint, we offer a ton of solutions to help you increase your energy. And as a side effect, help you prevent disease, dramatically improve your brain function, your mood, combating anxiety and depression, increasing your resilience to stress, and increasing your longevity. All nice bonuses to strategies designed to massively increase your mitochondrial function and your energy levels. And we've got a whole suite of products, online info products that guide you on strategies to optimize your lifestyle and nutrition habits. We've got an Eat for Energy course. We've got a brain course. We've got an advanced fat loss strategies course. We've got a breathing for energy course, which I highly, highly recommend. People just absolutely rave about that one in particular. And we've got a whole suite of supplements, mitochondrial formula, a brain formula, energy essentials and superfoods, which is our comprehensive multivitamin and multimineral and superfoods formula. So thank you for watching this. Again, full length link to the full length podcast is down below. And check out theenergyblueprint.com for our whole suite of products that can help you dramatically transform your energy levels.